Hello everybody and welcome back to the Alien vs Predator Galaxy YouTube channel. These are the gorgeous tones of Corporal Hicks, aka Aaron Percival, and we're back with a new Weyland-Yutani Debrief video. And this one I think should be of interest to quite a few folk, as I think it's a bit of a deep dive into the lore, and this is one that not many people will really know of, I don't think. And we're going to be looking at a character called Eloise. First introduced in 1997 with the release of Aliens Purge, a one-shot comic written by Ian Edginton, Eloise was an alien synthetic hybrid life form created at the Adullam research facility, an outpost that as of the start of the comic was owned by the Adelaide and Bombay Holdings Alliance. These were their new owners, and this was information that was delivered to the researchers by Colonel Armand Gautier. Dr. Fred Lichner operated the Adullam facility, conducting research into how dry leprosy was able to stunt the development, the chestburster stage of the alien's life cycle. However, Lichner had secretly been redirecting funding from the leprosy research into utilising the aliens for the production of synthetic life forms. Eloise was not constructed like a typical synthetic. She was grown using the DNA of an alien queen. Lichner was able to reprogram the DNA to facilitate her growth. This would allow synthetics to be grown at a fraction of the current cost to manufacture them. He explained the process as, "I infected an alien egg with a biological computer virus using leprosy spores as a protective carrier medium. It deleted and rewrote specific DNA chains according to its program, growing an android instead of an alien. Android morphology is heavily based on silicon polymers, so is the aliens. It wasn't difficult to make the adjustments." Lichner had several unsuccessful and distinctively alien-like failures on display in his research facility, though as far as we're aware, Eloise was the only fully functional alien synthetic hybrid that the Doctor was able to develop, describing her as an unexpected product of an early attempt. Eloise was faster and stronger than your average human being. She was also developing her own emotional responses. Due to being a research prototype, Lichner didn't program Eloise with any behavioural conditioning other than a basic moral code. This meant she was unaffected when Colonel Gautier tried to give her orders, and she was able to operate of her own free will. She had also become a maternal figure to the lepers that lived in the Adullam facility, something that Dr. Lichner attributed to Eloise's alien heritage. Like Ripley, another being who shared alien DNA, Eloise seemed to be connected to the aliens' hive mind. She was able to feel the death of the aliens and the infected lepers, who themselves also shared a connection to the hive mind due to the stunted chestbursters within them. So when Colonel Gautier ordered the deaths of all the scientists and lepers and alien research subjects, she was feeling this. Following a later encounter with Eloise by a certain Captain Lotus Hernandez, the captain also noted that Eloise shared a connection with the aliens and the infected lepers. During Hernandez's debrief, she described Eloise's control over the aliens as instinctual. The xenomorphs ran to her heel, like a pack of dogs, more by instinct than command. She said nothing to them. She didn't have to. Though that may have all just been supposition. Eloise's full connection to the aliens is not understood. While at the Adullam facility, the agony of all the death around her became too much. The pain triggered the growth of claw-like hands, and Eloise killed her guard. She was able to kill those of Gautier's men that were slaughtering the infected lepers. Rallying the lepers around her, Eloise was able to use her connection to the hive mind to also exhibit some control over the adult aliens, and confronted and subdued the Colonel. Aware of the inevitable follow-up teams from the Alliance, Eloise commandeered Gautier's ship and took the surviving lepers and some aliens with her into deep space. Eloise would appear for her second and final time in another short called Aliens vs Predator Pursuit. It was released as a story within Aliens vs Predator Annual 1 in 1999, 2 years after Purge came out. AVP Pursuit was once again written by Ian Edginton. As Eloise predicted, the Adelaide and Bombay Holdings Alliance sent several pursuit teams to track and detain Eloise and her brood of infected lepers and aliens. She was able to keep ahead of them for some time, until one particular team, led by the aforementioned Captain Lotus Hernandez, was able to catch up with Eloise and her brood on LK-176. Described by Hernandez as a grade 9 colony world, LK-176 was a dense, tropical world that Hernandez considered perfect for guerrilla warfare. However, instead of meeting Eloise and her aliens, Hernandez's team came across a trap set for the alien synthetic hybrid by the Predators. Drawn to Eloise's existence by the Alliance's relentless pursuit, the Predators had kidnapped several of Eloise's leper followers. The Predators crushed the lepers' larynxes and strung them up as bait for Eloise. Instead, Hernandez and her team triggered the trap and were attacked by the Predators. As her people were being slaughtered, Eloise and her aliens attacked the hunters, forcing the Predators into a retreat. Hernandez attempted to ambush Eloise, but was instead subdued and ordered to give a message to her Alliance superiors. She wants us to leave her and her people alone. We have pursued them mercilessly from system to system, which is how they crossed paths with these Predators who are now hunting her for their own reasons. She is sick of running. She warns that if another unit is sent after her, she'll consider it an act of war, a war we'll never win. In Alien's Purge, Eloise had the physical appearance of an average human, though the lepers considered her a thing of beauty to behold. Aside from her genetic makeup, her only distinctive trait was her black eyes. That is until towards the end of Pursuit, when Eloise's skin on her hands began to split, revealing claws beneath. Colonel Gutierre himself had a deep appreciation of Eloise, considering her an entirely new type of life form. Not quite a synthetic, and not quite an alien. By the time Lotus Hernandez encountered Eloise and her brood in AVP Pursuit, Eloise had developed some very distinctive physical alien traits, such as the back tubes, or smokestacks if you prefer, and the biomechanical detailing on her arms. Her hands themselves had also gotten significantly larger and clawed, resembling an alien's hand. Following the encounter on LK-176 in Aliens vs Predator Pursuit, Eloise was never heard from again. What do you think of the concept of a synthetic grown using alien DNA? Is that an interesting angle that you would like explored in the franchise? Sound off in the comments section below and let us know your thoughts on Eloise and the general subject. As always, if you liked what you've seen, hit the like button, head back onto the main channel and check out some of our other videos. If you enjoy it all, hit that subscribe and keep track of the next uploads. Also be sure to check us out on our various socials and website, details of which should be on the screen now. Thank you for watching. This has been Corporal Hicks, signing off.